Okay, so in this video, I'm going to tell you actual tangible things you can start doing today that is completely free that I know that will 100% increase your short rates, okay? You can literally start doing this stuff today. I don't kind of tell you what to do, but not really. I tell you literally exactly what you need to be doing in this video. So here we go. Okay, so this is how to increase your short rate to 65 to 85 percent pretty much consistently. Okay, to give you like a little bit of background in terms of me and my agency. So I run an agency for HVAC businesses. Okay, just to give some background about that business, the majority of business owners in that particular niche is pretty old. So like to give an example, I don't have a single client right now that or ever that's like below the age of 45. So they're pretty older gentlemen. So it's been known to kind of get these sort of guys on the phone, to get these guys to show up to a Zoom call, Google call, whatever the case may be. I've noticed talking to agency owners and in the beginning of my journey was very difficult. My short rates were like, if I could get 50%, that'd be awesome. Before I started using this system. Okay. So, been using this system for a little over a year now, and I've had consistent short rates, month to month to month. Doesn't matter if there's a shoulder season in that particular niche or not. It's always been really, really high. As you can see up here, let me move myself down here a little bit. As you can see up here, you're right. April, May, June, July, August, September. Again, these are just like some of the ones I showed you. I didn't really feel like kind of bringing them all in here. But as you can see, my short rate was getting better and better and better every month. Like this is like the first year that I did this. So I didn't kind of bring up the stuff now, but like this is the years that I first started doing this, and it went up and up and up. The more I kind of refined it. Now we're kind of seeing steady 80 to like 70% sure rates. Obviously now that I know what I'm doing. So today I'm going to kind of break down to you and show you exactly what you should be doing, and something to even think about as well. If your demographic is younger than mine, this will work like 10 times better. This is again like getting like that 70 to 80% show rate in my niche is, I mean, not to pat myself on the back, but I think is really unheard of. So this will probably boost you even further depending on your demographic. Okay, so one of the first things that I want to go through, put myself down here, is the appointment setting call. So it's super, super important. I see a lot of people doing this incorrectly, where when you're doing the appointment setting call, triage call, whatever you want to call it, it's important that after you book the call, you set a pre-frame on the actual call itself. I mean, one, this is going to increase your show up rate, right? So it's what you say after you book them. A lot of times I find people are very eager to get off the phone after you book them. If that's the case, they're probably just booking a call with you just to kind of get you off the phone. So it's important that what you say after the call, like after you book the call, is what's going to get them on the actual call. So just like a few examples of this is, one, you book them on a call and you know that you're going to send them an email. One important thing, get them to open the email, right? Let them see that it's a real thing. The thing that I don't know why people don't understand this, but when you're booking a call with someone over the phone and they're not able to tangibly see anything, they're not receiving texts, they're not receiving emails. It's just like, yeah, we got a call tomorrow at 5 o'clock. I'll see you then. They're gonna hang up that call. They're gonna go continue doing whatever they were doing. Rather, they're going to a friend's house, they're going to a job, they're having lunch. They're gonna finish whatever they're doing, and they completely forget about that they just booked in a call with you. There's nothing that's gonna remind them. Nothing that, oh, like I remember seeing something like this is a legit call that we did. They're gonna hang up that call with you and completely forget about the time, who you are, and what the call's about. So one, it's really important that you get them to open something, whether it's an email or a text. Getting text that gets sent out instantly is definitely a good route to go as well. And to tell them exactly what they're gonna get on the call. So one is exactly what I said. Get them to open up an email. Shoot them a text. If you send them a text that says, hey, reply back with yes if you confirm it, tell them that on the call. It's super important that you show them something that's tangible on that call so they know that they actually did a real thing, that there's actually a real appointment that they set. There's a real person that's there waiting for them, that they're actually doing a real action. Okay? Super, super, super important. So, okay. So number two is confirming the call. So I want to be very clear here. You're going to be doing confirmation calls when you book, like when you're actually doing a triage call booking. So when you book the person because you spoke to them and you booked them over the phone, your confirmation calls are going to be, I mean, there's a few ways of when you're going to time your confirmation calls. It doesn't make sense if you book a guy for tomorrow and then you do the confirmation call a few hours after you book them via the phone call. What you do is, for instance, if you book a guy for tomorrow at 5 o'clock, you would do the confirmation call that morning. Okay. If you book a guy, now here's another thing that a lot of you probably are seeing as well. When you're booking people on Friday, like you call them, you get a hold of them on Friday, and then you book them for Monday, I'm sure a lot of you guys are seeing drop-offs there, which is, it's absolutely normal, right? Because you have a lot of days in between, a lot of time for them to forget, and a lot of people don't show up. What I would do is on your confirmation call them the day before. I know a lot of people don't like calling on weekends. They think a lot of people get frustrated calling on the weekends, things like that. Well, if you want your show up rates to be high, you call them the day before on the weekend, especially if you're booking people on Friday for like Monday as an example. You're going to receive a very high percentage of drop-offs, of people not showing up. So it's important that you do call them. If they are in the market of buying, I like to always say you can never offend a buyer, right? If you're calling them on a weekend and they pick up and they confirm their call for tomorrow, again, it's just you giving them that extra reminder and confirmation that they're going to show up, okay? If it's a self-booking, so you get a notification that someone self-booked, your confirmation call is going to be on that, like it's going to be right when it comes in, okay? I'm also noticing right here. That's funny. That bothered me for a second. It's spelled incorrect. It's the confirmation call is gonna be right when it comes in. Okay, so this is basically you're gonna treat it like your appointment setting call. You're going to qualify them and make sure that they're qualified to work with you, and just get all the information you need prior to the call. And again, selling them on the call as well, telling them like what you're gonna be talking about, how it's gonna help their business, and just basically having that confirmation call. Again, making sure they see the email. Some people might just like self-book and that's it. They don't even check their email, things like that. So this is another chance for you to get them to look at the email, show them your pre-call material, which we'll talk about here shortly. Everything like this is going to be super, super important, okay? Number 3 is reminder text. Well, obviously, I'm sure everybody has reminder text, but it's how you frame the reminder text is kind of what is going to help bump up your show rate, okay? So your pre-call text should include some of the following, which is 1, your pre-call information. Okay, I'm gonna do a whole other video on, or if I already have it, I'll have it pop up on screen. Is your pre-call? I see a lot of people doing their pre-call videos wrong, but for the most part, what it should be. Again, I have a video on this, but I'll kind of like break it down really shortly here. Your pre-call video should be your sales call, condensed, without the price. Okay. That way, when they actually view your pre-call, they'll show up. But anyway, the text should include that pre-call material. So with like the link to that pre-call page with the video that you have. And also, your text should also have a semi-requirement of a text back. So meaning, like I mentioned in the beginning, like sort of like a, hey, to avoid double booking, or saw that your booking came in, to confirm your booking, reply with yes. Because it also gives them a little bit of some, how do I call it? Like, it makes them somewhat committed. They've made a commitment of saying yes back. So again, it's more so giving the prospect some sort of tangible thing that they've done, so they know it's a real call. Okay, and then as well as making sure that you have the right email reminders, text reminders, that you're sending them at an appropriate time, right? Are you sending it to them 2 minutes before the call, an hour, 3 hours before? You want to make sure that you're doing it in the right, like at the right time. Typically for me, it's 3 hours before, an hour before, and then 5 minutes before. Okay. Last one, time of call. I think this is the most important thing to get people to actually show up. Like the most important thing. Okay. Like the most important thing. You cannot expect, especially with the older demographics, like with me with HVAC, You cannot expect these guys to just hop on the call. It's a day of time. You sent out the email and text reminders. In those emails you sent them the Zoom link and things like that. You can't just sit on the Zoom call expecting that they're going to show up. These guys are not tech savvy. They probably don't labor their whole life. They, again, could have possibly forgotten. And when I mean possibly, there's big probability that they've forgotten about the call if you didn't do all of these steps previously. So it's important that you literally, like I say, hold their hand through this entire process. That's why a lot of this might seem like maybe a lot to you. Maybe it doesn't seem like much, which I hope not. You really have to hold their hand through the entire process. So 5 minutes before the call, give them a phone call, see where they're at, make sure they're still good. Show them where the Zoom link is, because chances are, if you didn't do these correctly, they didn't look at the Zoom call link on the email. So it's probably like really far down in their email. Your email could have landed in spam. They've never seen it. So it's important that on this call, you're showing them where the link is, you're getting them in, and right when you see them enter the weight room on Zoom, you end the call, you let them in, and you take the call. All of these steps are super, 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 super important that you do to increase your show rate. I mean, if you don't want to do these things, you're not going to get a high show rate. If you think this is too much for you to do, which it's not, you're just not going to see these show rates. And again, like I'm doing this with guys who are 50 plus, okay, 50 plus, and I'm seeing 65 to 85% show rate. Like right now, as an example, if you're getting at around like the 40, maybe even 50% show rate, just by doing this, like just by increasing your show up rate 20% would double the amount of sales calls you take. Right? Like literally just by doing a few extra steps. None of this costs money, by the way. This is all free. It's completely free. All you have to do is actually do it, which is really not that hard. Okay? So, like I've always said, this is the short and condensed version of this entire system that, again, I condense and put out to YouTube to you. If you want to know like the exact automations, the exact text we're sending out, the exact framework on our confirmation calls and time of call, you can hit the link down below. It's just going to book you on a one-on-one with me. We could chat. I could show you what how I do it in my agency. And other than that, I'll see you in the next video.